Welcome back, America. Victor Davis Hanson, more and more as a republic. Are we going through the motions?
Yeah, I think the Democrats assume that the Republican conservative movement wants to lose nobly and that they can win ugly. And that's just the conditions. They got very used to that, Mark, we haven't won 51% of the popular vote since George H.W. Bush did it in 1988, and that was only because of a figure named Lee Atwater who said, I'm not going to play by the Marquess of Queensberry rules. And after he destroyed Mike Dukakis, they said, we're never going to do that again. So we got Bob Dole and Mitt Romney and John McCain until we had Trump. But they assume that they're so morally superior, the left feels about itself, that any means necessary or justifiable because they're going to lead to this utopia of equality of result. And the Republicans, because they're morally inferior, then they have to play by a different set of rules. And unfortunately, a lot of Republicans buy into that, and they think, I want to be liked, I want my books reviewed, I want to speak, I want to be known, I want to be liked, and they empower that, they appease it, and they enable it. And finally, people are going to have to say, call me any name you want, say anything you want about me, but you're not going to tell me how I have to behave, and you're not going to destroy the Bill of Rights. I have a right to free expression, and I'm going to use it. And when we get to that point, I think we're very near that a lot of conservatives are saying, you know what, we either speak out, and when we speak out forcibly, or we're going to lose our rights under the Constitution. These people are not Democrats, Mark. They're Jacobins. They're revolutionaries. They really are.
I agree 100%. The media, we talk a lot about media. I wrote an entire book on the media, but isn't it true, Victor Davis Hanson, we don't have a free press in this country. I mean, they're free to do what they want. We have a government press, or we have a Democrat press, or what I call a state press. That is the New York Times, the Maggie Habermans, the Washington Post, and so forth. They hand out prizes to each other for regurgitating that which is leaked to them by the FBI, the Department of Justice, or the intelligence community. They're not doing serious investigative reporting of the government, are they?
No, I think they feel the media, NPR, PBS, CNN, MSNBC, the network news, as you said, Los Angeles Times, Chicago Tribune, Washington Post, they feel they're all from the same cultural, bicoastal milieu. They intermarry, they have siblings that have the same type of educational background, they have the same worldview, globalist worldview, and they're sort of, not ashamed, but they have to contextualize that they're Americans or that something is weird about America. They have these crazy Second Amendment rules, or they're wacko on abortion, or in any case, they're an incestuous bunch, and there's no difference between that background for government or media. They've been fused together.
So they're basically part of the ruling class, no?
Yeah, it's a ruling class. And to get into the ruling class, they expect you to have a certain type of educational pedigree, a certain type of letters after your name. You have to know somebody. You have a father, a sibling who was part of the ruling class. It's our versions of the European aristocracy.
Well, these are dark times. You agree?
Yeah, I do. I think we're looking at something about 1850 to 1861. Where one side has said to the other that we're not going to follow the Constitution anymore. We saw what the South did, and I think the North is saying, the North in the sense metaphorically of the bicoastal elite, is that we don't have to follow the Constitution. And if the Supreme Court rules against us on abortion or affirmative action, we're not going to follow it. We're going to find ways, as we already see in the university, to get around it. And so they feel that they can do it.
Victor Davis Hanson, brilliant points as always. I want to thank you very much for your insight. God bless you, my friend.
Thank you, Mark, for having me.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.